For my art kits, I've created this little card that's going to go inside here. It's the size of a full sheet, but half the sheet is the front and half is the back, so that when I print it out, I can just fold it in half instead of having to cut it apart and then glue them back to back. And then I'm going to have these be laminated. So on here, I just have images of the supplies that are inside, a little list of the supplies, my individual barcodes for each kit. So kit 1 has a barcode, kit 2 has a different barcode, so on and so forth. And I'll show you how to get the barcodes in a second. And then on the back side, I have return directions. So this one, all of the items that are in the kit can be returned. For other kits, like I was thinking of charcoal drawing kits, I'll have some Q-tips in there for blending. Those I just won't have returned. I'll have them be thrown away. So my checkout or my return list will be a little bit different than the list on the front of the supplies in the bag, because some things are going to be disposable. And then I also have a little QR code on the back that will link the kids to my Bitmoji classroom and the painting lessons or drawing lessons, depending on which kit is there. So I have those made up. I used a program called Pixelmator. It's similar to Photoshop or the Adobe Suite. It's not as expensive, obviously, but I think it is still, I don't know, maybe $20 or something. But it does what I need, and then I don't have to pay the full price for the Adobe Suite. And then I'll have my individual barcodes on there, and I use this online. I just Googled free barcode generator, and I found this Cognex. And for the program that we're going to use to check in and out these kits, it has to be an ISBN code. So I clicked on the ISBN code up here, and then I'm just changing the last two numbers. So I've already gone all the way up through 50. So I have 50 different barcodes already downloaded. So I'll just show you. The numbers don't really matter to me. I'm just kind of doing them in order so I know that I have different ones. So I'll do 51, generate the barcode, and it's changed, and then I'm going to download that barcode. And then I'll do 52, download barcode, 53, download barcode, 54, until I have enough for all of the kits that I'm creating. And then when I have those, I can just drop them in as I change my kit. So if I make watercolor kit 11, I can grab another barcode and just drop it in here. So that's how I've been creating my kit cards. That one back to normal. And then I'll show you the program that I'm using to actually have my kits scanned in and then have the kids check them out and check them back in. So the app that you're going to download to scan the kits on your phone is called BookSource. So if you go to your app store and just search BookSource, it should be the first one that pops up, the one that says Classroom Organizer. I already have it downloaded, so that's why it says open, but yours should say get. And then you can download that app and make yourself an account, and then I'll show you how to scan in your kits and check them out to students. So when you open the BookSource app, you'll have to put in your password. And then you'll be sent to the screen to enter in a new item to your library. So I've found that if you scan the barcode to enter it into your library, it doesn't work. I'm not sure why. I could be doing something wrong, but it wasn't working for me. So I found that I have to actually type in the name of whatever it is that I'm entering. So I'm entering in my watercolor kit. And then instead of scanning the ISBN, I'm just going to type in the number that I had on my watercolor kit 2 card. Remember, each of those cards had a different ISBN number that I generated for free online. So I'm just entering in the number that was on kit 2's card, and then I'm going to click on add to library. And then it says title added, so that should be in my library now. So then I will have to do that for all of my different kits, which can be a bit time consuming, but hopefully when I scan them in, they all work out. So like I said, if I scan it, it doesn't work. I have to actually go back to my next card for watercolor kit 3 and then type in the barcode number. And this is all being done on my phone. I also found that for some reason it doesn't work if I type it in on my computer. And again, I could be doing something wrong, not sure, but this is the way I've found that is working for me so far. So once you have your titles added, you can click on your library and you can see all of the items that are in your library. Right now I only have 3 of the kits in my library. So now I'm going to switch to my laptop and go to the Booksource Classroom website and log in. When you log in, you'll be able to log in either as a teacher or as a student. The students can log in and check out books or kits as they need to. But I'm going to show you how to log in as the teacher, and then this is where you're going to enter in your teacher password that it had you create, which was different from your classroom one. And then I'm going to click on library along the left-hand side. And I should be able to see those items that I entered into my library. Watercolor kit 2 and 3 are the ones that I just put in from my phone. So I'm going to go back in and upload the little picture that I have of what is in the watercolor kit, just to make it a little bit easier for the kids to see what's in it. And the visual helps me too. So I'm just clicking on add image, choosing the file that I already had created for my watercolor kit card. I'm just uploading that same image. And then I'm going to go in, and where it says author, I'm just going to type in or copy and paste from a previous one all of the items that are in that kit. Again, just to make it a little bit easier so that the kids know what they're getting when they check out this kit. I really don't know if the fiction or nonfiction makes a difference. I'm just selecting nonfiction because that's just what I'm going to do for now. So I don't really know if it makes a difference, but I'm going to go through and do that for each one. Instead of the author, put in the supplies and then make it a nonfiction item. Later I might end up putting in my drawing books that are actually in my classroom as well. So maybe I'll have some fiction books in there too. Who knows? So now if I go to my library and check out for students up at the top, I can check out, I can pick watercolor kit 1 and check it out to whoever is requesting it and then get it to them. So I can check out kits to kids myself, or I could have them do it. I think probably for now I'm just going to check it out myself just to minimize all of the hands on, the computers and all of the kits, have them rummaging through kits doesn't seem like a good idea. So I'm just probably going to check it out and deliver it when I go to their classroom to teach, since I'll be traveling around to their classroom at this point. And then when you click on it, you can see when it's due or when it's going to be marked overdue. So I have it set to check out for 2 weeks for them. So they can borrow this kit for 2 weeks and then it will be marked as overdue. So when I go to my dashboard, I can click and see all of the students that have books checked out or kits checked out. Right now it's just, I'm the only one in the system and I only have 1 kit checked out. If you scroll down, you can see other kits that I've already checked out. So I already tried this once and returned that kit. So I checked it out on July 23rd and I returned it on July 23rd just as a test to see if it worked. So you'll be able to actually go back and see which kits the kids have been using and probably keep track of different supplies and materials that they've been using. And that way you know if something is missing, who is using it at what point, or you'll be able to keep track if they're always doing painting or always doing drawing. You'll be able to check by that as well. If you go in and edit your kit, again, you can change the author, you could add a genre, you could put a location, and that might all be helpful when we get back into our own classrooms. If you click on the settings, you can change how long the kids can actually check out the kits for. So it has a spot where you can track overdue books. I haven't let anything go overdue yet, so I'm not exactly sure how that works, but that's something I'll be playing with in the future. And right now I have it set for 2 weeks. There are a couple of other settings in here that you can mess with. You could also click, if you have a barcode scanner, you could plug that into your computer and select that on here. And then you could just scan from your computer. You wouldn't have to do it from your phone like I'm doing. But I don't have a scanner, so I'm just going to use the one on my phone. So again, if you go back to overdue books, you can select how long you want them to have it for. And then I'm going to have a spot on my cards where I can just write the due date. So this is how I'm going to have my kit set up. I'm going to have Ziploc bags with all of the supplies in it, and then I'm going to put the kit card in it as well. And then, as I showed you on the screen when I had these printed out, I also have a spot on the top. Yay! I also have a spot on the top where the due date can go. So I'm just going to use a Sharpie to write the due date on there. And then, let's say it's due August 10th. Then it'll be on there and the kids will know as they're looking at their card when it's due. Can I have that, please? Thank you. Then when they return it to me, if I used a Sharpie, I can just use a little bit of rubbing alcohol since this is laminated, and then wipe it off and have it ready for the next kid. And then I can put the next due date on after I sanitize this kit and check it out to another student. So you can use your app to check these out to the kids by scanning them, or you could do it on your computer. If you're going to use the app, you're just going to go to checkout, and then when you click on scan, you can scan the little barcode, and then at the top you can choose which student you're checking it out to. And then when you tap the checkout button, it should say checkout successful. To return them, you're just going to tap the menu on the left side and click on return. Choose the student, and then you can view the books that they have out or the kits that they have out and select which one that you're returning. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll do my best to help out, and hopefully this works out for you too.